Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Give, Send, Go Spotlight TV channel, where we spotlight your favorite campaigns that are shining brightly all over the world. Today, I have the privilege of talking to an amazing man. His name is JesusRivera, also known as JD, which is what I'll be using for this interview. He has a campaign going on Give, Send, Go right now that has raised a bunch of money for him. And what we're doing with this channel, for those of you that are new to this, we are beginning to see Give, Send, Go take off in so many ways that we couldn't even imagine, and people really engaging with the platform. And a TV channel or a podcast, a way for us to communicate campaigns that are going, was just like, this is a no-brainer. We got to do this. There's a lot of people using Give, Send, Go that want to see what other people are using it for. There's the public at large are interested in Give, Send, Go and campaigns that are happening on here. So we wanted to start a way to be able to engage with our audience that way. So this is a newer thing for us. You're going to see it change and develop over time. But JD has awesomely offered to come on and be a part of this new thing that we got kicking off. And I definitely say thank you for doing that, JD. Why don't we kick off with you telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, well, first of all, let me tell you, thank you guys, because it's you guys, the founders of Give, Send, Go, that have made it possible for me and my family to be able to continue to push forward with everything that we got going on. When all else failed, when everybody turned their backs on us, Give, Send, Go, you and your sister, everything you guys have done has made it to where we see the light at the end of the tunnel. So awesome. I just got to say thank you so much. Thank you for having me on here as one of your first guests. That's amazing. It's an honor. But yeah, for me, I myself, I was born and raised in California, a little town called Marysville, just north of Sacramento. When I turned 18, I joined the United States Marine Corps. I did 10 years in the Marine Corps. I ended my 10 years here in Pensacola, Florida, where I live now with my wife and 4 kids. I've been working in the movie industry. We left Pensacola in 2012. We went to New Mexico, where my oldest brother lived, and then got into the movie industry there. But we decided when my twins were born, so we have 4 kids. Oh, wow. Twins being the last two, I promise, last. Yeah. When they were born, my wife's family came down to see everybody, and it was kind of one of those moments. I swore I would never come back to Pensacola. But God obviously had other plans for me. And immediately when I saw them, I told her mom, hey, we need to move back to Pensacola. I need your help. And it was really spur of the moment. There was never a talk about it, nothing. I just knew God was telling me I needed. And mind you, I was just saved August of 2017, I believe it was. So this is right after the boys were born. So it's a big part of my testimony, my boys. And we moved back to Pensacola. And I started my own little company here doing photography, cinematography. And I've been working on odd Insta kind of stuff here. And then everything happened. And that story, you can find it on my Give, Send, Go.
What's that Give, Send, Go link? Share it with everyone. So
it's givesendgo.com / where's the backward slash?
Yeah, forward slash. Yep.
/ JesusRivera. So really simple to find me. If you follow any of my stuff, you go there. And again, it was how we found Give, Send, Go was crazy, because when I was looking at getting my legal help, I saw a lot of what was going on in the world at the time, and there was a lot of people who were constantly getting deplatformed from their crowdfunding, PayPal, GoFundMe, all of them, and I'm just like, I can't. I was nervous about opening any of these accounts and seeing all of a sudden that everything that I've raised is no longer in my hands. I didn't go to GoFundMe for that reason, because I saw what happened to a few people. And then I did PayPal. And within, I want to say within a few hours, the amount of people that I had, this was before I was deplatformed from social media, my followers raised within like 4 hours, $10,000 immediately.
Oh, wow.
And that was with you guys. When I was on, when I tried to do the PayPal link, sorry, I missed that part. When I tried to do the PayPal link, within a couple hours, they raised $4,000 for me, just under $5,000. So I was excited, because I have my lawyer, who's expensive, as we know. To have a good lawyer, it's expensive. Right.
Yeah.
And he was working with us, but I had to get him the retainer as soon as possible because I needed to get this stuff going. We needed him to work on our case. Well, the day after, we see this money coming in, and we're like, awesome, we're going to be able to get this retainer for him. PayPal sends me an email, says, you've been permanently banned from using PayPal. Literally the day after. I've never used PayPal for anything other in my life. I had it because of obvious, just simple transactions from me or my wife, whatever.
Yeah.
And they don't give me a reason. I called, they won't talk to me, they won't let me know. Sorry, we don't have that answer for you. It just says you're permanently banned. So there's just under $5,000 that was raised for my legal funds and for whatever else we need, for our home, that we can't touch for 190 days. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to touch it though. My wife even donated one part just to see. And I told her, hey, go in there and try to see if you can request the money back. And they're like, he has all the money. We can't give it to you. So first off, PayPal's lying to the customers, the people that have donated to me. I went on my social media platform and said, hey, look, this is what's happening. Go to PayPal, request a refund immediately so you get your money back. And everybody came with me the same story. PayPal saying that you have the money. So I had to, so now I have individuals who think that I'm lying. Like I'm a scammer. I'm just taking their money.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's going nuts. So I'm just like, and I lost followers because of that. People honestly thought that I was just, betraying them essentially. And I had to send screenshots and all that stuff and be like, look, this is what I got. This is what they sent me. The money's still with PayPal. I don't have it. So at that point, I had maybe 4 or 5 people DM me and they're like, you need to use Give Send Go. Go check out Give Send Go. Go check out Give Send Go. And I was like, you know what? At this point, I probably should have done my research because that's normally what I do before I go into anything. I said, I'm going to check out Give Send Go. One of the biggest things, immediately someone goes, use Give Send Go. They're a Christian-based platform. And I was just like, okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Immediately, I felt at ease with it just hearing that. Because whenever you hear about Christian-based specific things, there's a lot less of, you can't do this, you can't do that because of your political beliefs of that nature. We're here to help. That's what I hear when I think of Christian-based companies. We are here to help. We're biblical, but we're here to help.
Yeah.
And so I went, read up on your guys' stuff, saw some of the people that you guys have helped, and I was just like, this makes sense. They were able to maintain this specific crowdfunding for this individual. Now, I'm not saying there's a reason, but if we were able to do that, I can trust these guys. I can trust these guys. So we did it. And like I said, like within a couple of days, couple hours, we had enough money to pay for our lawyer's retainer. And I really like it. I really love Get Set Go because one of the biggest things that we tell a lot of people when we're asking for any support, we don't just say, we want just your money. We're like, send us prayers. We understand that not everybody has money. We get that. And there's this awesome feature on there where it says send a prayer. And we get thousands of prayer requests constantly. And people don't seem to understand how powerful prayer works. Prayer is just one of the most powerful things out there. People forget. And we've seen it multiple times. We hear it. And I was happy that you guys were able to give us an option to send a mass. Basically, when they send you something, you already have kind of a thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate you support kind of thing. Because having to do it individually every single time was getting kind of tiresome until I found that part. I was like, sweet, this kind of handles it. But so far, Give Send Go has been nothing but a blessing to us. You guys, awesome. You guys' platform has been amazing. And I'm sure you probably remember there was a time where something had happened, and I think it was because I had stopped it or I pushed the date out too early. I was being open-minded about everything being done a lot sooner, so it got shut off, and I was freaking out. And I sent you guys an email, and like within an hour, you guys like, oh, you're good to go. We put it back up. Just fix your date, your end date, and it was instant. Like I wasn't sitting there freaking out, and again, and this is me saying this, not for everybody else, being able to talk to someone in the United States of America who speaks English is a big plus for me. You know what I mean? Because it's an easy way to understand each other, know what's going on. But every time that I've ever had any type of situation or issue, you guys have been spot on, getting back to me as soon as possible and making sure that my platform stays so I can continue to, fund and crowdfund the way I need to crowdfund. So you guys have been amazing. I'm surprised that nobody else does know about you guys, but I'm sure here within this year, GiveSendGo is going to be one of the major platforms for crowdfunding. If it's not, we need to fix that.
Yeah, well, man, it is so awesome. It's just like the biggest joy of having this platform is seeing the part, being able to take part, because really these campaigns like yours that come onto our platform, I get to feel a little bit of a part of that story, and to hear that testimony come back is just, it's a settling to me of the reason why we started GiveSendGo in the first place. Like that word that I felt that I got, and my sisters felt that we got back at the beginning, that was, I want to use you, the voice of God. I want to use you in doing something for people all over the world. And it was a step of faith. And for 5 years building the company, it was literally a step of faith. It was like, what are you doing with us in this? It's growing slowly. It's kind of like, it's just moving along, but what's the real purpose here? Like what, and there's a moment in the Bible where there's, in the book of Esther, finds herself in a very difficult position, because the Jewish people were going to be destroyed by the nation that was in them. And she had this revelation that it was for such a time as this that I'm here. And
Right.
over this past year, we've really felt like, wow, God positioned us over these past several years to be ready for just this time, to say for the saving, but it's everything back to Him, but it's for the benefit of moving His purposes forward. And that's how we look at it. And so when I hear testimonies like what you just said, it really humbles me. It blows us away over here. I take all this back. I tell it to all of our team members that that just reiterating the same things that you say, man, we're making a difference. And kudos to them. I mean, those
Absolutely.
we try to, is one of the things that we try to say. It's like, be on top of that email response and getting back to people. And it's one of those things that, I love to pride ourselves in, is how quickly our team is at getting back to people, at solving those problems for people, at being a real face to them. One of the things you may not have experienced yet, maybe you have, I don't even know. We did just start in the past probably 3 months or so, a prayer team. It's pretty crazy for a social media kind of company platform to have a prayer team, but we actually have a team of people we hired part-time. They come on and they go through campaigns that are fundraising on the site, and they give them a call and they say, how can we be praying for you? And
It's awesome.
It has blown, I mean, just these things, it has blown our expectations, but it blows, I think, maybe partly because of COVID, because people have been driven into isolation and feeling hopeless, because of how the response of the government has been and everything. But for them to get a phone call from a real person that says, hey, I'm reading about what you're going through and I want to pray for you. And they're like, what? Are you serious? You're from GiveSendGo, you're calling us. And so all of these little things, these testimonies that come back, man, they give us the strength to keep pressing in, because there is a battle that's waging around all of this, around the situation that you're dealing with, around, America at large. And we're in it to win it. We're in it. We've got a lot of people supporting us, and hearing these things, these testimonies from you is absolutely amazing. JD, thank you so much for coming on. I know that my back's up against the wall with another thing coming on in a minute, but we're going to have you back on. You can tell me a little bit about the 4 kids that you have, because I know I've got 4 kids, and it's just craziness around here all the time. So I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff happening people will want to know, and that you'll want to share with people. But definitely appreciate you taking this moment, and I want to say thank you. And for those of you,
again, I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys have been a genuine blessing. And I know people say that all the time, it's been a blessing, but you guys have been, there's a tangible blessing that I've gotten from you guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's great that there's a platform like you guys out there, and keep pushing. I know I'm pushing you guys out as well too, every chance I get. And if there's anything on my end that I can help out with, you let me know as well.
Okay. No, we'll definitely stay in touch. I definitely appreciate it. Guys, if you're watching this and you want to find out a little bit about what is happening in JD's world, you can go to givesendgo.com/JesusRivera. You can put it in the search engine. You can read up on his story, check him out at some of his other places that he's at. You got a couple other social media sites that you're on?
I do TikTok for satire and all that other fun stuff, and Instagram. I got my Facebook back.
Oh, really?
I do that for, I try to keep that as family oriented now, less politics, because, you know, I lost a lot of my stuff when they deplatformed me. So I want to make sure that I have those memories saved without, you know, them deplatforming again. But Instagram, I go by Chicano Patriot 3.0, and TikTok is Chicano JD.
All right. Perfect. No, that's awesome. Guys, if you want to touch base with him, reach out to him. You've got his contact information there. So JD, appreciate you coming on. We'll have you back soon. Look forward to seeing you sometime in person. I'm down in Florida all the time.
Awesome.
We'll hook up.
Can I say one more thing real quick?
Oh, definitely.
If you guys go, anybody that's watching, if you guys go to my Give Send Go and you guys are in a similar situation with the specifics of my situation, please contact me, because there's a lot of stuff going on. I have some people who are in contact with me. I can't get into it all, but it's an opportunity for those of us who are dealing with this to be taken care of through the legal system, because I know there's individuals that don't have money to pay for lawyers, things of that nature. But if you see it through Give Send Go, please contact me. You're not alone in this. We will find a way to get you represented, and we will walk this out together.
Awesome. Yeah, together we're stronger, man. That's awesome.
Man. Yes.
Great.
All right. Thanks again, man.